Manchester City invited us to try out some pretty special hospitality at the Etihad Stadium, and here's how we got on. Beautiful day in Manchester, and before making our way to hospitality, we did head into the City store for a quick look around, and we do get up close and personal with this guy a bit later on. Then at 1 o'clock, it was off to hospitality. The entrance for today's hospitality was at the Colin Bell Stand West reception. Tickets checked, then a nice touch down the blue carpet. Through security and into the reception, then kept our e-tickets to hand because they were scanned as we made our way through the turnstiles. And before heading into the Tunnel Club, there was something a bit special. Greeting the players as they make their way in. An amazing experience, especially if you're a Man City fan, and we did get to see most of the Man City squad. And our recommendation, make sure you get in early because you're going to want to get a good spot. The players then made their way down some steps to get ready for the match, and speaking of steps, we then made our way down some of our own into the Tunnel Club. The lounge itself is stunning and up there with some of the best lounges that we've been to. A bit more on why it's called the Tunnel Club later on, as well as some very unique features. First up, we had our names checked off the guest list, and then a member of staff did take us to our allocated table. And waiting at our table was a matchday programme, as well as a VIP access lanyard. As we took our seats, we did order some drinks from the unlimited open bar with table service. We then checked out the 5-course fine dining menu, then had a look through the matchday schedule. The duck for starters was definitely one of our favourites, and a bit more on the other courses later on. Before that, it was time to try out one of the few amazing experiences included in the package. And this one involved making our way down this special walkway, which does lead out onto the side of the pitch. Looking forward to seeing it with a few more fans inside later on, but for now, we had the perfect spot for watching the pre-match warm-ups. And because it can get quite busy, a good idea to head out early if you want to catch a glimpse of Jack Grealish and the rest of the squad. Back inside the Tunnel Club, and the rest of the 5-course menu was very tasty, and shortly afterwards, another very unique feature, there were insights and tactics from a first-team performance analyst. Made our way back into the lounge at half-time for fish cakes, and we chose to have our dessert then as well. Also very good. And here's why it's called the Tunnel Club. Throughout the 90 minutes and pre and post-match, you can watch the players making their way in and out of the tunnel, separated only by some one-way glass. Not a bad spot to watch the players making their way onto the pitch. And if you stick around, you might even see Pep. After the match, good idea to head back into the lounge again for a cheese board and some post-match sweet treats, as well as the chance to see some manager and player interviews. Back to before the match, and if you have watched the players making their way out of the tunnel, there is a short walk upstairs and through these doors. Then up a few steps and to a very comfy heated padded seat, and it does come with a few extras. Tickets were from £690 per person, and this was for the 22-23 season. A big thank you to Manchester City for inviting us along to try out an amazing hospitality package. And finally, one question for you guys. Where should we go for the next padded seat?